Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from AbaNPreach.
I saw this video, it was viral, and I wanted your take on it.
Karen, Mr. Karen over here. Get it. We're filming a video.
There's a 2-year-old kid that lives in that house.
Okay?
I want to talk to him. No. Hop in, let's go. Come on.
No, I want to talk to him.
We'll talk to
I
him
just
in
want...
the car. Let's hop in.
What?
It's not one of the kids. Get in the car. I'm not asking.
Get in the car.
I get it. You can leave us alone. A 2-year-old?
Yeah.
What does that matter?
Who's driving the car when he's fucking around with a skateboard?
Just relax, bro.
Just do it somewhere else.
Like, women just always want to escalate things immediately. He's within his rights to stop you from doing this, because it is a dangerous act.
Take my picture.
Take it.
In the car! The hell do you think this is?
That is annoying.
No, you don't get to make your own decisions. Stop. You don't run shit. You don't sit there and bicker old people. You hop in, you leave. We're sitting here ghost riding the whip in the neighborhood. Stop acting like we're not in the wrong. And then you're...
My fucking man! Yeah! That's what I'm fucking talking about. My man.
antagonizing him. If he goes and slaps you, I have to go grab him. You don't get to do that. If he gets in your face now, I have to fight him. So you don't get to act all big and bad when you're with your man. It's not...
Yes! 100%. Because you're ghostwriting the whip. That's dangerous and illegal. Yes,
Correct.
Mr. Karen right there.
He already admitted it. He knew it was. He got in the car, called you into the car immediately, and you wanted to. This is why cops hate dealing with women. They just make up crap, make up laws, and make up rules that don't even exist. I can do whatever I want. We're not illegal. It is.
Not minding his business and the 2-year-old in the house, who cares? That's not really the real point. The real point is what you're doing is illegal and dangerous. You know what I mean? But you bickering to the dude, I'm not even talking about the point that, oh my God, but he's telling her what to do. That's so toxic. No, get in the car. Let's go. Let's leave.
No.
Let's leave.
Forget telling her what to do. I get to tell you what to do, and what you do puts me in danger.
Correct.
I get to tell you what to do when you are my responsibility if you get in physical danger. Why? Because if she starts a fight and her man leaves her, y'all gonna get on his ass. Y'all gonna say he fucked up. Y'all gonna shame him to high heaven. You don't get to instigate a situation and then make someone else have to suffer those physical violences.
Correct.
Get the fuck out of here.
100%.
Get the fuck out of here. You guys are a
100%.
couple. You guys have to consult. The same way he can't start no goddamn bar fight without his girl having a say.
Because if the girls of the dude you're starting a fight with, they're right there. They're going to get on your hat. That is 100%.
I'll tell my homies what to do if they're not acting right and they're putting me in danger. And they do the same to me and they have a right. Let's get away from this whole like gender. It's not even gender.
It's not. It has nothing to do with that.
There is a gender element to it, but it's not gender like that.
No, it's danger, not gender. Okay? It's really that.
That's it. Listen, I would say this I've said this to my mom, to my siblings too. My mom just the other day, I'm trying to calm a situation down, calm it down. This lady shows up at the door, ready. So I said, get in the fucking house, because you gonna give me problems. I'm about to solve this. You about to start some shit.
I have also done this with my own mother. As much as I love her, she's in the wrong quite often.
I'm
and if I was escalating and the roles were reversed and she said something to me, I got no place to say nothing. But it's my responsibility, so stay in your fucking lane. And thanks to my mom, shout out to...
She's 100% correct. I am responsible. Am I gonna just let my mom get assaulted? No, I gotta protect her from acting a fool so she doesn't get assaulted to where I have to step in.
To her, she listened. Because sometimes you might act out of pocket. But you can't say, oh, it's not his place. Of course it's his place.
Always.
You guys are a team. You guys are connected, whether it's friendship, relationship, platoon, co-workers, you have a say.
I always say this. I protect me and mine. Mine encompasses a lot. Encompasses the women I date somewhat, depending on how in depth I'm dating them. All of my family members, all of my friends, like at least like a decent amount of acquaintances, right? They are considered mine. I'm going to do everything in my power to either protect them or prevent them from getting into danger or getting me into danger.
Leroy Jenkins, you're putting everybody in danger. What are you doing? Why are you running in there? And then we all have to fucking die. That's the same fucking thing.
And I've seen this so often where ladies will get their man knocked out.
Yes.
Get their man shot.
They run their mouth.
I've seen ladies just run up to a big ass dude talking like, "What you got?" And I'm like, "Yo, your man gonna have to cash that check, and he don't look like he ready." And you gonna put his manhood on the line because if he don't act right or do whatever it is, or then you gonna look at him different too. Stop.
Now he's gonna call the cops, and now there's problems. Now I have to deal with it. And I told you, get in the car. You need to learn to listen to me. No, you didn't. You're talking shit to him.
I did. Oh my God.
I have to scream at you to get you in the car. You won't get in. You're sitting.
He's being defensive right now, and I'm sure with a rewatch, she probably would, right? Because here in this moment, she probably, like, if I'm being in her shoes, she thinks she's defending them because they're not doing anything wrong in her head. And here's this fucking Karen, and now her boyfriend yelling at her, so she probably defends him. They're both, the boyfriend to me is more valid, obviously. But I can understand from her perspective because she's not really taking in the ghostwriting like it's a bad thing. To her, they're just filming a harmless TikTok sketch where the car is going 2 miles per hour, whatever the fuck it is. I'm taking her perspective.
I understand what you're saying. We're not doing anything wrong. It's not because nothing happened that you're not doing anything wrong.
Correct.
Sure. In that moment, for her to understand, you're gonna need time.
Again, ignorance isn't an argument against the law. Just because you thought it was okay and you're not doing anything wrong does not mean you're not doing anything wrong.
You're gonna have to slowly explain that stuff. But when things are heated, you're not gonna get through it. So I'm just gonna say, I understand where she's a little bit. If with reflection she don't learn, then you got a problem. In the moment, if she's a little bit defensive, I don't lose my mind, me personally.
You have this ego that you think it's okay.
People think we're doing something wrong.
We are doing something wrong. We're totally in the wrong.
Okay, let me just say this in her defense as well. Buddy, if you think it's wrong, then why'd you do it?
Why you
You can't have her come up, you guys come up with this idea. You have her filming your idea where you're the front of the camera and then start yelling at her after the fact, talking about we are doing something wrong, this and that and the third. Nigga, you was part of that whole heist. Okay, so that's also.
I mean, he could tell her that. Like, he did it, but he didn't, like, fight back when he got caught. That's the thing, right? Just because, I don't know, this argument with Abba, I'm a little off on.
So his part to be a little bit accountable for.
Okay, I guess, yes, he is a little bit accountable for it, but doesn't mean that she shouldn't just listen when he's told you we're in the wrong. Like, that's already there.
He's not a nigga.
Okay. I was about to get defensive because you called me out in the moment.
Yeah.
But you're right. You see, she's like, I'm an evolved individual.
Just please stop.
I need you to say next time that happens, I will listen to you,
I
Judah.
understand. Yes. I don't need to be yelled at.
Okay, shout out to her. She eventually does own it. She says, don't push it. And I agree with her.
You wouldn't get in the car. I had to scream at
It's
you.
acceptable for me to yell at you.
Yes, if I'm not listening to you and you're arguing with a grown man,
Hey,
yes.
there's no reason for us to yell at each other. It's fine. I understand.
I hate the tone policing thing. It's just like, I had to yell because you didn't listen to me when I said it nicely the first time. And then the second time I had to yell, that's when you finally learned. And then now we're yelling because you escalated everything to this level of yelling now.
So that's
I was yelling.
Right? He's coming with a very stern and
Was that yelling?
Close, depending on what it is.
At some point, he was like, "Get in the car!"
Yeah, he did.
Because there's potentially danger. I'm talking about in the car. No.
Okay, don't use a literal definition. He's definitely taking a very stern tone with her.
Yes.
So it's definitely like an aggressive, not the.
Stern and yelling is two different things.
It's okay. Everything in this interaction and how they handled it, to me, was probably one of the better outcome scenarios. She owned her part. The man kind of said what he needed to say. They'll probably have conversations. It's normal to have a little bit of disagreement.
Conversation, makeup, you mean, carry on.
Sure. But one thing I will say about the guy, I like the fact that he owned the fact that they were in the wrong. Too many times people will do bad behavior and not even own it, that they're in the wrong.
No, I 100% agree with that.
Says, no, we're in the wrong. We're ghost right? Yes, you are in the wrong. Now, what's the guy who was coming out a bit of a Karen? Sure, like it was, he said, like, oh, there's a 2-year-old in that building. Nigga, they're going 2 miles per hour, okay? Let's chill out. This whole like 2-year-old pearl clutching was unnecessary.
Yeah, 100%. That had no,
but you were still in the wrong.
Correct.
It is what it is. You got to just eat that and leave.
No, I agree. Like, even though I'm doing something wrong that's mundane, but it's wrong and someone told me to stop, I'm not going to yell at them because it's mundane. No, my bad. And I was just trying to film something goofy. My bad.
And he's also right. Don't be talking to a grown man, especially in America where motherfuckers got guns everywhere. Don't talk to nobody like that. You're not strapped, you're not ready. And also, why would y'all even want to risk it? You know, this is just a thing for the ladies. Especially if you're expecting your man to protect you, don't start shit. A lot of y'all be starting shit knowing you got a man beside you, or you think violence is not a real thing and they gotta suffer. I don't like that.
Ladies, a phone camera is not a shield. It's not because you film that nothing's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
And this is
what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You can still get to knock the fuck out, but on HD.
It's just gonna be on film.
And this is something that's true if you're trying to get a point across to somebody. If they make a concession, let it go and then come back to it later when everything's calmed down.
I 100% agree with them. If you're in the heat of the moment, you're mad at them, you're yelling at them, they're like, sorry, I didn't mean to do it. And you need to calm down. You do need to calm down.
When she says, fine, I get it, and then you keep pushing the point, in that moment, it's the least productive thing. I understand you might be heated. I understand she fucked up. This is true for anybody. This is true for dudes, girls, don't matter.
Agreed.
But I understand from his perspective, he probably had his cortisol high. He saw a bit of danger, whatever it is. It's not easy to make these decisions in the moment. It's likely going to have a better outcome if you come back to it later and then talk about it calmly and be like, this is why I was afraid. I was afraid for your safety, for mine, because we could have been in danger. And they're much more likely to receive that well than if you keep going in the moment and you keep pushing about why they're wrong.
Remember, tone matters to women. When we're heated and frustrated, our tone is not good enough.
Someone said, why? It's just a leadership thing in general and conflict resolution. So even when you are managing soldiers or whatever it could be, there's a talk you have in the moment and there's a talk you have later. When someone fucks up, you point out the thing, they say, later you have an extent, you don't continue to berate them indefinitely in front of other people or even by themselves, because at some point it becomes counterproductive where they shut down. So what I'm saying is to take the emotional side of it. Take your emotional upsetness and how wronged you feel by the fact that, and think about what the solution is. And if you want to get there, keep going in that moment is not conducive.
100%. This is very good advice that Ava's giving, right? Yeah. If the person conceded, then yes. If the person still wants to argue, sure. But if they conceded, that means you need to concede your anger. You need to concede on your side too, and then deal with it later.
If I have an employee and they did something wrong, I'll point it out real fast. And then once they acknowledge it, I'll move on and then we have a lengthy conversation later. But there's no point in me just keep digging that shit in and making them feel shittier about themselves in the moment. Let them have time to reflect and see themselves. You might be surprised. You might come back to it later and they might own up to shit you didn't even realize. I've been an impatient person most of my life.
Same.
So I didn't know a lot of this stuff and I've had to learn from just the people around me. And yeah, that.
Agreed. It's hard for me to calm down. It really is. But there's also very few instances where that person conceded either.
Something when I watched that conversation, I was like, oh, I used to do that. And it was never productive. That's a man of honor, worthy of respect. He's 100% right. You need to stop talking back. Females got a good man like this and they don't even listen to him. Your man and the old man are right. When someone's taking accountability for their actions, I fucking love it. And I do agree with that. I think too often people do bad shit and then never own it or don't admit that they're right. I do appreciate that he did. Feminism ruined everything. My boy put her in her place. I actually agree. I heard accountability. We are actually wrong. Responsibility, de-escalation. As a person that is sensitive to control and yelling, he's right. Sometimes we have to raise our voice when our partner's not making the wise decision, and that could turn into a small situation.
Because the raising of voice gets them to pay attention and listen.
I agree. Folks who get mad at the fact that he was yelling, it was a quasi, relatively dangerous situation where something physical might have happened with her filming the guy getting antagonized. I think it's okay to yell. That's your girl. What you gonna do?
That wouldn't be my girl.
True. That's why you've been together for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all been together for so long. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. That wouldn't be your girl. That's why.
Boys being boys.
This is my girl. If I would propose to my girl to say like, "Hey, let's just go straight to wood," she'd be like, "My girl is way too much by the rules."
Oh yeah.
I ain't no way.
Okay.
She would take part in that shit.
Because you are definitely not about the rules.
Huh?
No?
Don't say that. I'm about the rules, just not the speeding limits.
What you gonna do about it? You still ask for lifts?
I do get in the car every time he drives. I mean, I know. I just say, you know what I'm saying?
Follow the rules, but you ask me for a lift. Walk, nigga. That's gonna be next time.
Hey, you acting like I'm complaining. I'm just making an astute observation. What I did is I looked at your speedometer, and then I looked at and then I said, "Thank you, sir." I want my Uber driver. You know how many Uber drivers I gave a 1 star because they saw a yellow light?
And then didn't go through? Oh, my days.
Do you know how offended I get when they're immigrants? I'm like, nigga, I know what you do in your country. How you gonna immigrate? How you?
This is so true. I've been to quite a bit of foreign countries. When there's a yellow, it's not just 1 or 2 cars, it's a whole row of fucking cars coming through.
You gonna immigrate and not bring the best parts of your culture to us? You know what I mean? Like, why you gonna come here and then all of a sudden be like, rules? No, you don't do that when it comes to welfare. All right, let me stop.
No, shout outs to the gentleman. Kept it pretty calm. Overall, yes, he yelled and raised his voice a little bit, but he asked her calmly to get in the car until he had to yell at her. Again, the yelling and the raising of voice actually gets the person to do what you need them to do, even if they're upset at you afterwards. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and see you guys next time.